everyone, this is Tara with Ariana Stark. This is a pick a card reading for the week starting from 4th to 10th May 2026. We have two piles here. This is pile A and this is pile B. Viewers, you can pause the video and decide intuitively which pile you're being drawn to. We do have the timestamp given in the description box, so in case you want to proceed and go directly to your reading, feel free to do just that. For an in-depth personalized reading, feel free to reach us at the email address given below. Now let's just get down to your reading. Those of you who picked pile A, the first card in this reading is the Three of Swords. Possibly, this week is going to be one which is going to leave you heartbroken, despondent. You may be dealing with some kind of setback as the week commences. Sometimes we have expectations from another person, or even with respect to work. So professionally or personally, you may feel things are falling apart or expectations are not met. But do keep in mind that the universe always has our back. It is heartbreaking, it is heart-wrenching, but when God closes certain doors, then He also opens certain windows. Maybe you also need to clarify with respect to financial transactions. Also, the work environment could be a bit oppressive or stifling. The workload is going to increase. So be mindful of your words, pile A, because sometimes we can speak in a harsh tone or in a harsh manner, and it also leads to our undoing. Incidentally, I also have this card, pile D, which is talking about some kind of lack or despair that you're going to deal with. Maybe some of you are also dealing with financial issues or financial struggle could be there. So keep that in mind. Nevertheless, as the week proceeds, I do have the Ten of Pentacles also. So that means that things will definitely look up after those dark days. You should capitalize, you should hit the bull's eye, or you should take the bull by the horns, because this is a material vibration. You could also be dealing with the earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, as well as Virgo. I think you need to be grounded. You need to make hay while the sun shines. Maybe you also need to network. Sometimes it is also beneficial for us if we compromise and back that deal. You're also being asked to focus on cleansing. The card Purge is also talking about the same. You need to clear your energies. Maybe water related purification rituals will do the trick this week. The Emperor coming in also talks about the need to feel in control. Once you go ahead with the cleansing rituals, I'm sure that you'll feel lighter at the soul level. Maybe collaboration or cooperation is also the key. Again, some of you may be going for a job interview, but lower your expectations. Maybe there are things which are upsetting for you. Health also needs care for pile A this week. Some of you could also be on the move with the card moving from the Butterfly Oracle deck. Transformation of any kind can be slow, it can also be unnerving, but then it allows us to make some progress. From the Divine Messages Oracle also have the card nothing comes from nothing. So without putting in the hard work, we can't achieve our ends. Even these patterns in the sand take time to form. That is why the universe is asking you to put in the hard work, as someday it will bear fruit. With respect to your love life, I also have the card Hidden Read Between the Lines. Now we started the reading with the Three of Swords, so some of you could be dealing with a loss or separation of some kind between you and your person or your partner. Again, the distance could mean that some of you could be cyber stalking the other person. Even after wearing spectacles, we fail to see what's going on beneath the surface. In a relationship also, you may feel that your partner is very insecure. Maybe you have other admirers. That is why he's keeping a close eye on your interactions with the opposite sex. I think you should reassure your partner. You should also nip issues in the bud, because that could even help strengthen the bond that you share with your person. By and large, it is going to be a mixed week for Pile A between 4th to 10th May 2026. I hope Pile A you liked your reading. This is Star with Ariana Stark. Do give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time. Those of you who picked Pile B, these are your messages for the week starting from 4th to 10th May 2026. Now, the first card in this reading is the Four of Pentacles. Now, many of you could be dealing with some kind of instability in your life. You want to be grounded, you want to be on terra firma, maybe issues with respect to earnings is also going to be a priority this week. Sometimes, even if after putting in the hard work we don't have much to show, that could also be something which is going to bother Pile B. Maybe colleagues are also not systematic and you get worked up. Perhaps it is also time to re-examine your moves with respect to work. Maybe you're also looking at better job prospects or better job opportunities, but it is not to your liking. Look into financial transactions as well. Sometimes, even after money is there, it isn't sufficient. That could also be the case. Now, the Ace of Swords means that things will definitely look up. I think you're someone who is determined to get ahead. Maybe you should also tap into your contacts because smart thinking, your intellect is also going to help you bag those deals. Some of you could also be dealing with a love interest whom you want to reach out for assistance this week. You can also do the same. Incidentally, I also have the Queen of Wands in your reading, which means that you're going to be coming into your own as the week draws to a close. You're going to turn heads. You're someone who is very charming and beguiling, maybe seductive in the eyes of the opposite sex. Also, the need is to focus on your creative side. Even if there are roadblocks or last minute interruptions, I think you can tap into your contacts and overcome the situation, because sometimes people do let us down. Sometimes we do face situations which can upset the apple cart. Maybe you should seek divine intervention and carry on rather than allow the situation to get the better of you. Incidentally, I also have the card One for Sorrow from the Divine Messages Oracle, which is talking about some kind of setback, some kind of upsetting news. Maybe you also need to clear your energies. Sometimes it is imperative for us to take a breather. So in your relationships or even with respect to work, if there is a pause, maybe you should rethink your moves, reevaluate, because that's exactly what the Four of Pentacles was asking you to do. From the Butterfly Oracle deck, I have the card Religion and Spirituality. Now, this could be a factor for some of you. Maybe you're gravitating towards spiritual aspects or spiritual matters. Maybe you're also ascending at the soul level. That is also imperative, because eventually when we ascend, then a lot of things align for us. From the Kipper deck, I do have the card Sudden Wealth. So a stroke of luck can be expected even if things look down and out, maybe because you're going to seek assistance from others. Even with the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Swords, these cards are talking about things looking up for you. With respect to your love life, I do have the card Complicated. So some of you could be dealing with a person, or you could be in a third-party relationship. There could be other factors also which could derail your relationship. A relationship, should not leave us in knots. It should be tangle-free, but it could be a naughty affair this week. Maybe that is why the disappointment with the card One for Sorrow. Again, you need to iron out these differences if you want a fruitful relationship with your person this week between 4th to 10th May 2026. I hope I'll be you liked your reading. This is Star with Ariana Stark. Do give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.